Welcome to Connection. My name is Bilitis. I'm pleased to be your host on Connection. If you're new to Connection, what to expect? Well, you should expect to meet inspiring individuals who have a mission, they have a message to share with you. They walk the talk. What they say they will do it. And if you're new or you start to like Connection, please kindly subscribe and turn on the notification button like this each time there is a new connection on. You're the first one to know about it. In this connection, it will be a different one. Why? Because the person I would like you to get to know is someone who already shared his message on the previous call I attended. But still, the message being so important and of value, I wanted to deliver it to you. So please make the most of the next conversation with Marius Bicu.
Thank you very much, Aida, for the opportunity. I will share my screen now and start my presentation. I think that people change because of two major things. The first one is pain. People change because of because they have massive pain. They have a lot of pain. They cannot do it anymore. They cannot suffer anymore. And when the pain gets too big and huge, they have to change. You have a limit, always have a limit. But also a change can be something beautiful. You have a beautiful desire. You want to reach somewhere. And then the reason is gain. And I think that you agree that usually the change comes because of the pain, and was my reason to change, my reason to make the big change, the first big change in my life. After a few years of misery and not beautiful family life, I decided to 10 years ago to take the step because of the pain. I was actually literally on my knees on the floor of my living room alone in the house and screaming of pain. And that moment I realized I can't take any more pain, and I have to do one major step in my life. I decided to divorce. I made a lot of compromises. I found a lot of excuses, and not even my daughter Gloria cannot bring the glory back in our family. So even the change was dramatic. I expected difficulties. I expected worse. I expected a lot of pain. I took this decision. It was out of my comfort zone. I choose to change without knowing what's next. But this change also triggered me to a lot of opportunities, to a lot of beautiful things. I had a lot of free time and I decided to travel. I said yes to every friend that invited me somewhere. I accepted every invitation and I traveled a lot of beautiful places. I've met a lot of people, and I appreciate that the family and the real friends were there for me, and everybody supported me. Everybody was around me, and supported me in my change. I had time to read. I discovered that reading fits me, and I was enjoying reading a lot. I didn't read till my 30s. I'm ashamed now to say it, but I didn't read books before. And I started to run in the beginning, and then I I changed to something different, more difficult, extremely out of my comfort zone, weightlifting and CrossFit. And now is my routine. I make this 3 times per week, and was a major change in my life. I lost 20 kilos. I quit smoking. I meet a lot of friends, I meet a lot of new people, and the most important, I met Lydia, my wife, the love of my life, and now we have a small, beautiful daughter, and my daughter Gloria is happy around us. This change in my personal life reflected immediately in my business life. As I already told you, I had time and I get involved a lot in my family business. I work with my father. He makes agriculture and has 2 farms, cows and sheep. And I make the cheese and sell it. And we work together since 20 years. And I had time for family business, and I get involved more in the farm and in the dairy. And in 2013, I have the opportunity to go to the most important business event in Romania, Business Days. And I discovered something new for me. Now everybody in this group learns, everybody in this group goes to conferences, but this was totally new for me. I attended a business event where I discovered a lot of things about sales, about marketing, about strategy, and I've met a lot of successful entrepreneurs sharing their trip, sharing their road in business. Was a huge opportunity for me. I started very fast to learn and to be a part of this community. And as I learned more about business, I discovered that I have to improve a lot my business. I discovered that my business is not performing. I discovered that I was doing everything not by the book, and I was I didn't knew how to make it professional. So I started to learn. So I started to change, and the biggest change was learning about organizational culture. I didn't know that the environment in my company was so toxic, that the atmosphere, that the people in my company felt the place they work as toxic. And I discovered this 5 years ago, and it took me 2 years to understand and to install corporate management to bring the culture from a toxic to a functional one. I have a lot to work now to go to performance, but it was a huge step from toxic to functional. And now in my company, there are a lot of very nice people. We share the same values. We work together with pleasure. We are here like a family. We eat together at lunchtime, and the things are very, very, very different in business right now. And why did I talk to you about change today? About personal change, about business change? I feel that now everybody has to change. I choose to change. First time from pain, and the second time by desire. I wanted to change my company, but now, as personally as professionally, we need to change. We have to change, and we don't have the luxury of 10 years of change that I had. Now we need to change very, very fast. We don't have time, and we don't have time for wrong decisions. And usually we usually in my life, I say that I took always a good decision by experience, and I had experience because of the bad decisions. But now is no time for bad decision. A bad decision in this crisis could mean going back 10 years in your business. So I prepared to you three main ingredients to make change with success, because everybody wants to change in good, not in bad. And the first ingredient, it's energy. I discovered that to change, you consume a lot of energy. Going out of your comfort zone, you consume more. It's similar to a car speeding, and consumes a lot of gas. And to have energy, we have to fuel our tank every day. We need more energy. So I discovered that my main source of energy comes from food. So I don't eat what I was eating 10 years ago. Now I decide what I'm eating. Then I was eating and drinking everything. Now I have mainly a plant-based diet, and I know exactly what is good for me and what not. And if you can imagine, I'm producing 3 tons of cheese per day, and I had some periods in my life that I didn't eat cheese. Now I'm eating cheese. I'm eating all kinds of cheese, but very small amounts, and I'm eating cheese weekly, not daily. And I didn't receive a diet. I didn't go to a specialist to receive a diet to tell me what should I eat. Instead, I decided to learn about nutrition. For 3 months, I studied hard with a specialist beside me. I had a mentor, and I studied nutrition, and now I know everything I need to choose exactly what is good for my body and what not. And I have the ability to feel and to observe if I'm eating something that is not good for me. I also know that I have to sleep. I go to bed early and I wake up early, but I have to sleep at least 7 hours per night to be functional and to feel good. And I know that I need to exercise a lot. A lot of energy comes from the second wind workout. I go to gym 3 times a week. With the private trainer, I make CrossFit 3 times a week. And I'm very happy with my personal trainer. And he knows to to take me to the uncomfortable, and he makes me grow every week. And something new that I find out in PMA and then in Titan Summit, it's the spirituality. I didn't know I need spirituality. I saw people around me very balanced with this side, spirituality, very involved in spirituality. And I discovered that it's important with you, with the group. Mainly in Titan Summit, I saw that everybody is speaking about meditation. Everybody is speaking about the books on spirituality. And I had nothing on this side. So I started to read. I started to ask people, why do you may have this practice? Why do you go to church? Why do you meditate? And I have a wonderful group now made by Aida, and I make place for meditation every day in my life. And my life is different. I'm still a very beginner, but I'm very happy that I have some minutes every day of spirituality. So you need food, you need sleep, you need sport, and you need spirituality. That's what I think right now to get energy to change right. You need food, you need sleep, you need sport, and you need spirituality. That's what I think right now to get energy to change right. The second ingredient, it's education. We have to get to take decisions every day, and we have to make them fast, very fast. So we take the decision based on what we already know. If we want better decision, we need to learn more. If we want to learn, we have to learn fast because we don't have the luxury of 10 years like I had. So I have 3 ways for you to learn very fast. One, there are mentors. And you have to get mentors very close to you, and not one. I have 3 mentors right now. I call them immediately when I have a problem. I speak with them, and my life is very easy, and I know how to ask for help now. And it's very, very familiar for me now to ask for help in every situation. And it's a method to grow very fast. You don't have time to read 3 books. The second one is going to the conferences. Now you cannot go in person, but you can attend online trainings and conferences. But it's very, very important to know what your pain is, what your gain is, what you want to achieve. Because there are a lot of online trainings right now, and you have to choose exactly what you need, because you have no time. We have no time for learn something that we don't need. So if you go to an online training, please make sure that is very, very, that is fitting you exactly. And the third way to learn very fast is to train others and to teach others. So I advise you to take the courage to speak, take the opportunity to speak to others, take the opportunity to share what you already know. And I say that it's an opportunity to grow and to learn more, because if you want to share to others, or if you want to speak in public, you need to prepare. So it's an opportunity for you to review your knowledge. So mentors, online training, and teaching the others, it's the 3 ways to improve your decisions, but by learning more. And the third ingredient is the most important one. If you don't have this ingredient, the first 2 won't help you a lot. I hear a lot around me that people say, I wish to pass these weeks and everything goes back to normal and we get our life back. I say that is an illusion. I think that is an illusion. We don't go back where we were. Everything is changing. Our family life is changing. Our business is changing. If our business is not changing yet, our clients are changing. And then our business is changing next, in a few weeks, in a few months. So it's just an illusion. My friends, the things will not be the same. We are not going back. It's an illusion. And I think we have to accept the change. We have to embrace the change. This is the most important ingredient. Please imagine the change as a lady knocking on your door gently. You may not even hear it. But if you wait, if you don't open the door, she will get a little bit irritated and will knock with the fist harder. And you may not open. You don't want the change to enter. So you let her at the door, and you don't want the future to change. Maybe this is the situation now with many people. This is the global situation. But guess what? The change doesn't go anywhere. She knocks harder with the leg, with the feet in your door. But you have a strong door. Maybe you still have clients. Maybe you have a good cash flow. You have a steady income. But guess what? She doesn't leave. She gets a lot of tools. She gets hammers. And the damage is it's already visible. You in the business, you have to fire people. You have to close some shops. You cut expensive. Maybe you have to close some shops, and the change doesn't leave from your door. And you still hope, you still want her to go away, but she comes exactly like a tornado, and she takes your house, and you feel the pain, and you have to move, and you go somewhere else, and you start over. And if only you just open the door in the first place when she knocked gently, maybe invite her to a glass of wine, maybe talk to her, get to know her. Things would be different. And this is the thing I ask you to embrace the change when it's very, very little. Because when the pain is small, it's easier. You don't want to wait until the pain grows and gets so big that you end up lying on the living room floor crying on your knees. So I ask you to change now. Thank you.
Well, I hope you've made the most of Marcus' sharing. It very come from his hurt, and that is what really impacted me, and as well that I wanted to share with you, everyone. So I wish you make the most of the 3E. The first one, energy, the second one, education, and the third one, to embrace. Embrace change, because change will always come. Then what will depend on the change is how we face it. Thank you. Thank you, Marius, for sharing with us your personal story. And we look forward to see you live in Connection. So, as some of you may know, Connection has partnered with Gifted Dream Foundation. Gifted Dream Foundation, the first focus was on education. But now, since COVID started, the focus has changed. Now it's on food. That is why the Gifted Dream Foundation launched the food parcel movement. Did you know that for $2 a day, you can feed a family of 5? So they need you. So thank you for your donation. This was your Connection episode, and looking forward to see you next Friday again. Take care.